Hey, what's up, y'all? Figured what better way to start the year than reviewing these badass looking vibrant Mega Man figures. I do apologize if I sound kind of different. I mean, if you're not new here, if you're a regular guest of the channel, if this isn't your first video, then you would understand that this isn't my normal voice. It's just that in the home stretch of 2024, I've had some throat problems, too much coughing that led to laryngitis, and right now I'm still recovering, but whatever. I didn't want to postpone this too long. I couldn't wait to unbox them and just show them off to you guys, fiddle with them and just have fun. That's what we're here for, right? Before anything else, let me ask you guys, how did 2024 treat you, or how is it for you in general? Well, it has been quite a tumultuous year for me. New challenges being presented, old ones still refusing to lay off my back. But you know what they say, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Am I right? Now on to the boxes. Super collector friendly, very nice presentation, simple but it gets the job done. The front does have a different cutout for both of them to accommodate their unique silhouettes. You can find the iconic Mega Man logo everywhere, here in the front, side, back, side, top. Okay, both sides of the boxes do share the same pixel art, left and right, and at the back is a simple product shot for both of these cool figures. The inside of the box does have this nicely printed cardboard that serves as a backdrop, so it is the same for both of them. They look nice, and let's put them out of the way. Here is Hyper Bomb Mega Man out of the box, and I gotta say, for a straight up reuse of everything, including the accessories, except for one thing, it just works. I do love the color scheme right here. Instead of the blue on blue of the first one, this reuse, this repaint, comes in a green on white deco. It works really well. It's not just a flat paint, I would say. I mean, the prominent green right here on the helmet and the arms and the legs, it's like there's a white overcoat. I do love the glossy effect right there. Yeah, the best way I can describe it is that the more prominent green on this figure is like the skin of an avocado, while in some areas, such as the collar and on the elbows and around the thighs and the knees, the meat of a ripe avocado. Two types of red here at the bottom to represent the energy producing capabilities of his feet. We're getting the same treatment here inside his ear mufflers, so that's pretty cool. White surrounding the silver and the reds. Same white here at the top. If you already have this figure, then don't expect anything less in terms of how animated this figure is going to look. The painting, particularly on this copy, is almost flawless. The extra head sculpt does come with a more serious expression, like he's in action, he's in a pinch, trying to resolve a conflict, as opposed to the one that comes by default on the figure. It has a smiling, having fun kind of face, and I just realized that he's actually kind of cross-eyed. But it works, because it's Mega Man. And we have the Mega Buster arm, which is the same as the first one. There you go. Except that this, like I said, is done in green, obviously, with an ever so slightly white overlay to kind of bring it to life. Let's try to focus the details right here. The energy meter, or the power meter. Yeah, he's going to charge up and he's going to blow up the enemies through this opening right here. Then we have extra hands right here. But let's focus on this one first. Yeah, he's trying to do a Spock thing, just like this. Oh wait, it's not. Never mind. It's an open style posed hand, thumb up hand, but everything else is kind of halfway open, but he's about to clench his fist or something. Do what you want with it. You got options. The figure does come by default with close-fisted hands or knuckles. Then we've got the Hyper Bomb. Very straightforward, as cartoonish as it gets. A circle-shaped bomb with this string right here, translucent string, and a sparky effect that kind of represents that in a few seconds this thing will explode when he's throwing it to you. So be careful, because it's gonna hurt real bad. And here's Cutman. And I decided to put Mega Man right beside him, or Hyper Bomb Mega Man right beside him, just to show you guys that everything is the same except for the head. It only goes to show that a head sculpt that's done right is going to go a long way, and it does make a world of difference. I mean, part of this wave would be Electman. And while he does have so much more going on in terms of sculpted details, he's got an overlay here on the upper body and more, like I said, molded and sculpted details and paint and whatnot. You know, I just didn't like his face. His design looks cool, but the face just puts me off. It's not a knock on Jada Toys. It's just, you know, by design. It's just that these faces have a stronger appeal to me, but it is subjective and to each his own. Same treatment in terms of painting for Cutman. It's a vibrant, glossy orange with some whites sprayed across, so that gives it a kind of faded effect in some areas, so that's really cool. It's got dimensions, if you will. His face, or his head in general, is like an emoji. That's the best way I can put it. And he's mad, as you can see, the way his lips curve, the way his chin, if there is kind of pinched inwards. Mug holders for ears. His back does have a backpack, color gray. And I just realized that his elbows and knees and the collar section is, unlike Megaman, it's not, you know, a variation of green. Instead, this one is gray. The back of his head does have the same design in terms of an exhaust, gray or silver buttons. Overall, it just works. I love this. The extra head sculpt does have a more mischievous, though some people pronounce it as mischievous, but I do like the sound of mischievous better, so I'm gonna stick with that. But yeah, he's got that expression. Damn, it's not just painted, it's actually molded inside right there. That's pretty cool. See, I can kind of fudge my pinky right there. It's very nice. He's got an actual open mouth, is what I'm saying. And then we have the round cutter. It's got an articulation point to emulate a cutty action. There's two ways you can set this up. You can slot this on top of his head. So there's a placement for both of his heads. Right there, there's a hole. Or you can set it up with a stand for when he's throwing it to Megaman. Nice. It looks like Pac-Man. Then we've got a pair of extra hands right here. Well, this is the same as the one that came with the Hyper Bomb. But this other one, I don't know what this is. He's kind of clenching or something. Now let's focus on the most important and most fun aspect of these bad boys, which is the articulation. So if you do own the Mega Man from the first wave, then you know what you're getting into with these figures. But let's demonstrate and see how effective they are in terms of being an action figure. So the head is connected on a ball joint, and there is also a lower neck joint. So that does offer him ample range for the head movement. As you can see, you can look down effectively, looking up. All the range you need looking up and down, then side to side movement, then a roundy motion right there. And then the arms can go out that way, that far. Perfect T-pose, and then you can rotate 360. The elbow does have a single joint, and it functions really well. And I don't think you need more than that, especially since he does have a chunky oval-shaped arm anyway. So that's all the range you need in terms of folding his arms forward. And then it does offer some rotation on the elbow joint, so that's cool. It's kind of standard for anything that does have a single jointed elbow. It was to be expected, and they did deliver. The wrists do have a vertical hinge, and it goes forward and back just like so, and you can rotate the hand. Then we have an upper and a lower ball joint for the torso. So there's one that's connecting to the hip and one that's connecting on the upper body. See how that goes. Not really much range bending him forward, but I don't think you really need to. And then he goes backwards far more effectively. And then side to side movement, and then all that combined, you can, go roundy around town. The legs can kick out that far, and then we have a thigh swivel right here. Can kick forward and back, no problem. It's got a single jointed knee. It functions effectively. I don't think you need more than that, really, because his lower legs are big and chunky, oval shaped anyway. And we have this cone shaped feet that do kick forward and back just like that, because they are both connected with a hinge. As you can see, it does offer some ankle rocking movement. I forgot to mention that the knee also does rotate. He's got a really nice articulation setup for a Megaman figure of this scale. And it's the same pretty much for Cutman. Whatever Megaman can do, you can expect the same from Cutman. Let's just do a very quick run through of it. No difference at all. How everything is put together and lubricated, how effective they are. It's all the same. So I do say that in a positive light. That does point towards the QC of these figures. They did handle them pretty well, and I'm really satisfied with these figures, and I'm definitely gonna keep them unless I go really broke. I'm having so much fun with these bad boys that I'm actually considering picking up a Megaman now, but I won't unless this video does gain enough traction. Then I probably will, and then I'll just sell him afterwards unless I end up liking him. But yeah, here they are fighting each other, and Jada is totally knocking it out of the park with every release. And I'm stoked for, what's next in the pipeline for these Mega Man figures. I do hope they tackle Mega Man X and Mega Man Legends, because those are my bread and butter in terms of the Mega Man games. Mega Man stands at about 4.4 inches tall in centimeters. Sorry, Cutman. That would be about close to 11, if not 11 centimeters. Cutman is slightly shorter. I removed his round cutters, of course, because that's just unfair. It's about 10.5 centimeters, a bit over 4 inches tall. Here's the first Mega Man figure by Jada, Pop Mart Trendy Batman, Optimus Primal metal diecast figure by Jada Toys. Then here at the front we have some much smaller scale Blokies Transformers figures of Optimus Prime and Megatron. Then here's the Jada Toys Ryu figure, the Mafex Scarlet Spider. And let's do one more Mafex, the Dark Knight Returns Batman. There you go. And then here's Roll and a Servbot. Now I can't remember which company this figurine is from, but it's the only one I got from the Mega Man Legends game. Like I said earlier, it would be nice if Jada Toys would tackle the Mega Man Legends games into figure form, and maybe do the Misadventures of Tron Bonne as well, because that game is so much fun. The spin-off of Mega Man Legends. These figures are just phenomenal, and whether you're a fan of Mega Man or just a fan of cool action figures, then these are worth picking up. Go get them. Go find them in the wild. Go purchase them online. Go get them for SRP, and you won't be disappointed. On that note, if 2024 was riddled with disappointments for you, well, it's 2025. It's another chance to be better, work harder, and be smarter. And while there's nothing wrong with a faith-based perspective, it's always better to take accountability of our own lives, understanding that the outcome of this year will always be dependent on what you will feed it. So all that to say, stay grounded, be humble, work harder, and expect the worst, but don't forget to keep the faith by always hoping for the best, because you gotta strike a balance somewhere in there. You can't just keep dwelling in the extremes. To cap it off, I wish all of you a happy, successful, fun, exciting 2025. Now let's raise a glass to more action figures this year, more pop culture stuff being materialized into awesome plastic form, such as these bad boys right here. Alright, see you in the next one. Peace.